Hello everybody, my name is Shubunet, and in today's video we're going to be talking to you guys about the Gulf of Mexico tropical system that could be developing affecting Texas. We're talking about the historic flooding that could be potentially coming out for the Southwest regional forecast and the long-range models that could show some spicy activities with potential major impacts that could be hitting the U.S. with all just parts of the Atlantic with potential major hurricane in the future. Welcome everybody, my name is Shibunet, and in today's video we're going to be talking to you guys, giving you your daily weather forecast. So we're here at the National Hurricane Center showing guys a potential storm system that could be hitting, affecting Mexico and Texas. Right now there's a 10% chance for formation in the next 48 hours and a 30% chance in the next 5 days. I think that 30% chance will become more like a 50-50 chance of this developing, because as it hits into the Gulf of Mexico, this storm system right here is going to be moving across into Mexico. There'll be not too much shear in it, warm waters, and I think it will develop potentially a tropical depression, tropical storm. We'll just look at the models to see what they're showing you. But overall, it looks pretty healthy if you look at it before it's impacting land. You can see there's some outer bands forming up here where my mouse is. As well, it has a long wingspan with not too much shear, and it's expanding out, which means the environment it is in right now is currently good. It's forecasted to go over the Yucatan Peninsula, but we'll now look at the long-range models and we'll look at the different models to see what they are showing. I think most likely will be just like Invest 98L, heavy rain, maybe some gusty winds, but just heavy rain for either Mexico or Texas. So we're here looking at the GFS model, and right here it is right here where it is currently. I think it's a little bit more south. Right now it's a little bit more of a south track, but it gets over the Yucatan Peninsula, and it doesn't really show much because there's a little bit of shear shows with the cold front that's going to be interfering too, and just doesn't show much as it hits into Texas. Over here we'll be talking to this tomorrow's video about the potential relief for Texas and Oklahoma. But right now we're talking about the storm system that won't be affecting too much, but will give some heavy rain. Now we're going to go to the next model, which is the Canadian model. The Canadian model will be looking at the 12Z, so it's a little bit older model one, but it doesn't show as it's developing, but it shows it's gonna start to get a little bit stronger as it gets away from the Yucatan, but it just disappears because of some shear. What this model one is showing, it tries to develop a little bit, but you can see it's right here. Not much in terms of a circulation, but it will produce some potential heavy rain for the Rio Grande Valley as it moves across, and pretty much takes a very similar path to the last storm system, and some heavy rain for Texas. When we look at the precip for you, as you can see, about 1 to 3 inches for South Texas and Mexico. But if it gets a little stronger, you can see obviously 2 to 4, 3 to 5 inches in the future. But right now, I'm just planning for 1 to 3 inches. Not much. It's going to be beneficial rain no matter what. Alright, now we're going to be showing you guys one more model, which will be the Icon model. And we'll see what this model says for Texas and Mexico. So you can see right here, it's a little bit weaker than what it's showing right now, with the satellite imagery, but I think it's still a pretty good idea. It gets into, it's a little bit more south too. If it can take, this storm system has 2 tracks. It could take a little bit more south, which will interfere with the mountains and go into Mexico. But if it goes a little bit more north and just go through the Yucatan right about here, it will get more opportunities to be in warmer water and potentially get a little bit stronger and become a tropical storm or anything. But this model one is taking a little bit more south and a little bit weaker. It's a little bit older run to into South Texas with some rain potentially there, and then this one we'll talk about tomorrow. So overall, don't expect much impact for South Texas, but just be prepared for some gusty winds at most, but most likely just some 1 to 2 inches of rain, which is beneficial rain. So now we're going to be talking to you guys about the long range forecast, and we'll see what the GFS what the GFS are predicting for the entire Atlantic. Here we go. So dates and times right here. Zoom out really quickly. Alright. So here's the daytime. We'll show you guys what they're showing. As you can see, we're going to look at the main developing region right now. Nothing much. What it is, it's going to be quiet this week. But as we get into next week, all the models are hinting at something or another developing coming from the coast of Africa. But all this is just telling you that it's going to get active. We're getting towards peak season, so any wave that comes off the coast of Africa, like this wave that might become a tropical disturbance or not, was the one that I was looking at last week that was showing potentially a chance for developing in the Atlantic, but it did not because the environment with too much dry air, too much Sahara dust. But now it is a small chance of development. But we're looking at it, nothing much seeing right now. We have one storm system that could spin up, but this one I'm looking at, this is currently the Friday, August 26th, so pretty much a week from now, next week. And this one that could become something. Look at that, 980. Look at that, 989. That is crazy. If this develops, this may not develop, but at the same time, there's a chance that some models are hinting at this storm system here developing up the coast of Yucatan that could affect West Texas as well as this one. Look at this. I mean, I know it's GFS, it's not reliable. You should not look at the data and say like, oh, major hurricane, but it could happen. So we just want to keep you guys on alert. This storm, look at this one right here. It is going to slow down and potentially, it could be nothing, but it could be something. But it shows a potential storm system in that region too, as well. That could affect very similar places that this weekend I might get some rain too. And then just look at this, unbelievable. Memes. Look at that. It can get up to a 984 millibar. That would be a interesting system if it develops. But overall, it's just saying that the Atlantic season is about to become a little bit more active, and you should be prepared and just be on alert anywhere in the southeast. I would be particularly more concerned if you're in the Gulf of Mexico region, just to be alert for this weekend's potential storm system and in the future. Alright everybody, we're here now at the excessive rainfall outlook for day 3. This is mostly for Friday and Saturday. As you can see here, moderate risk for flash flooding and heavy rainfall expecting for Arizona, southeast Arizona, southwestern Mexico. This region has been hit very hard this monsoon season with places 100% soil moisture above average. In fact, some of these places in southeast Arizona have seen over 5 to 7 inches of rain in the month of August alone, and they're still seeing constant rain. In fact, some of these places only see 10 to 12 inches the entire monsoon season. They've already picked up 5, 6 inches, and they may pick up another 3 to 5 inches. That is incredible. Almost half of what you see in the entire month could be falling in a few days. So we're going to be looking at 2 forecast models, the ICON model as well as the NAM model, just to see what they're predicting for the next 5 days. So this is today's forecast, some pop-up showers and thunderstorms, the usual summertime thunderstorms you get in the monsoon season. But why is this particularly interesting is there's a tropical disturbance in the Pacific off the coast of Mexico that's weakening and is moving north. So it's driving in moisture from the south as well as the Invest 98L that affected South Texas and now West Texas. It's also moving its way into southern New Mexico and Arizona. Those will combine pretty much by Saturday and develop heavy rainfalls. So this is, you can see timing right now. This is Thursday. A little bit of rain down south, but overall, this is typical shower thunderstorm. The atmosphere has been very humid. It's been very moist which is a good thing because you're getting some rain, but too much of it could cause major flooding. We've seen the past few weeks for Las Vegas. See, look at this. It's Friday at 1 o'clock. Some heavy rain for Yuma, some heavy rain near Vegas, St. George, the canyons. If you're hiking in Utah, be prepared for some flooding. And then boom, it just explodes. And it continues until Saturday, this is when I'm really worried right about here. You can see heavy rain coming in for Tucson, Flagstaff, Phoenix, Albuquerque, all of southern New Mexico. And it just keeps on getting worse. It explodes. More and more rain before it moves to the east as a little bit of high pressure comes in and calms everything down for Monday. So how much rain are we expecting according to the icon? Look at that. Pretty much 1 inch, 1 to 3 inches for the entire state of Arizona. And for the southern half of Arizona, you might see 2 to 4 inches, 3 to 5 some pockets for southeast New Mexico, 2 to 4 for pretty much Albuquerque and southwards, and even some potential heavy rain in the mountains near Las Vegas, and some much near rain for southwest Utah, and some rain in the Colorado mountains. So now we're going to be looking at one more Model 1. We'll be looking at the NAM before we end the video today. And here we go. So NAM dam is up above. And this is currently right now. Some showers and storms. This one's a little more concerning because you see some individual storms near the Mexican Arizona border, which could cause major heavy rains and some floodings in creeks and streams. And they're very slow movers. Look at that, some storms in Mexico too. But we're looking for Saturday. And again, it pops up some more storms for southern Arizona as it continues to develop on Friday. And as we get towards Saturday, this is when it's going to become Friday evening, Friday night into Saturday. We're seeing it moving in. This is the storm system that came into Texas. Pretty much all of southern Texas got some nice rainfall. As it spins from the south as well, you get some yellows and reds, which is a heavy soaking rain. Hopefully this doesn't occur in Burn Scar area, but it might. But it just sits there all day Saturday, and then it starts to move a little bit east by Sunday morning into Monday. So how much rainfall are you expecting according to the NAM 12 kilometer? Look at this one. Again, pretty much the entire state of Arizona is going to see 1 to 3 inches, but particularly southeast Arizona could pick up 3 to 5 inches of rain. Again, southwest New Mexico 2 to 4, Albuquerque 1 to 2, Santa Fe up in the mountains you might see 2 to 4. Same for Colorado, southwest Colorado, some more showers and storms. Near Vegas could be flooding there too, and southwest Utah. So if you guys are living in this region and you experience high rain, don't turn around, don't drown. This will come in crazy rainfall. In fact, this could be half of what you normally see for the entire monsoon season. So guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe. We'll catch you guys tomorrow for another video where we talk about the Great Plains getting some relief in places like Texas and Oklahoma with some flooding potential and cool down coming up too. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Enjoy the rest of your day.